All right, fight fans, we have here Mr. Blair, the Flair. Blair, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, feeling great. It's a great time to be alive. Blair the Flair is ready more than ever.
And again, this has been billed a crossroads fight. Big fight for you, big fight for your opponent. How do you calm those nerves, before a big fight?
I was well prepared and ready more than ever. I don't have any nerves coming into this fight. It's just all about focus and dedication. With me and my solid team that I have today, it's all about focusing on one thing: Blair the Flair rising to the top.
Again, you were in a very exciting fight. Came up just a bit short, but you kind of minimized that defeat. It almost felt post-interview like you didn't even lose.
Absolutely. Blair the Flair don't lose. There's only steps forwards to greatness. Look, after that fight, Rocha fights nobody. Blair fights top 10 contender.
Yeah.
After that fight, Blair Cobbs fights top 10 contender. I'm fighting an even better fighter than I fought last time. And the whole thing is about rising to greatness, daring to be great, and fighting with all the odds stacked against you. I am the representation of humanity, and that's what it's all about.
And obviously we know your story. You grew up in Mexico. Do you feel like it's that upbringing that makes you want to challenge yourself? Not take no easy fights, but take a credible opponent?
It's that type of heritage and that type of background that allows me to understand that no matter how bad it is, no matter how bad it gets, no matter how much the odds are against me, there's only one thing I need to be with me, and that's God. If God's with me, no power forged against me can prosper. So through that, I know that patience, discipline, and preparation can make for a quality show, and Blair the Flair rises to the top and wins once more.
And Blair, what do you have to say about people that say, you know what, Blair's entertaining, boxing needs him, they don't want you to go away? What do you have to say to those fans?
There's differences between being good and being great. We got a whole lot of really good fighters, and Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford and this and that. They're really good fighters. They're great at what they do as boxers, but they're not stars. They want Mayweather money, but they don't want to put in the Mayweather work.
Wow, okay.
Blair the Flair is here.
Yeah.
So that's a big difference. When Blair the Flair goes up against these guys, the people will be looking at Blair the Flair.
Yeah.
Not Earl Spence, not Terrence Crawford. The people will be looking at the star. And there's a big difference between the people that work hard inside and outside the ring as to people that just work inside the ring. They're great fighters. Don't get me wrong, but there's just a difference between being good and being great. And Blair the Flair is great.
What message do you have to those fighters that are just fighters and not entertainers? You just mentioned you have to do a little bit of both to get that Mayweather money. What message do you have to those fighters?
Just be yourself. If you're not that guy, you're not that guy, because it's going to show. But greatness is given to the people that are born great and that work hard. So how much do you want it? Are you going to work inside and outside the ring to make sure that you're a product, or are you just going to just be really good at boxing?
Yeah.
There's people that are just really good at boxing. I mean, there's guys that can switch and do this and do that, and they're just really good at boxing. Blair the Flair is not just really good at boxing. He's really good all around.
And Blair, do we have a prediction for come fight night?
No, there's no prediction. It's just hard work, dedication from a really sturdy team, and looking to show up and show out and be victorious come Saturday.
And can we get a shout out for Against the Ropes, Blair?
Shout out for Against the Ropes from the one and only, the great one, Blair the Flair, the most exciting man in boxing.